Well, hello there, Board Game Maniacs, and thanks for joining me for another episode of Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Corp by Gale Force 9. Where we left off in the last video, it's kind of a bad predicament. Let's just go in for a little closer look and take a look and see what we're going to deal with, because I don't even know what to say here, because this is bad, really bad. Because you can see this room here where all of our, excuse me, hiccups, burps, whatever. Spoiler alert. The last video, we lost another character, and we're only down to 3, as you can see. It is none other than Ripley, Hicks, and Spunkmeyer. Ripley has a flamethrower. We have the Brute, a swarm of 5 for the Brute, that's the white alien. And we also have 3 single swarms too as well. And on the other side, it's a different story, because we also have 3 and an unknown blip right there. So we are into some deep doo-doo here. Lots of blips, and we don't really know what to do. I think who's gonna go first? Because Spunkmeyer will say who wants to go first. Oh, Spunkmeyer can't actually. Hang on. Spunkmeyer is the only ranked military here, so going by the rules, he would go first because Ellen Ripley would not be able to go first. Spunkmeyer can't tell Ellen Ripley to go first because she's a civvy. So the only one that Spunkmeyer would be able to tell to go first would be Hicks. But that might not work. I wanted Ellen Ripley to go first because she got the flamethrower, but I don't think we can do that. Actually, no. He can tell anybody to go first because he's in charge of the whole thing. So he's going to tell Ellen Ripley to go. And the reason why that, because I do know that you can choose another character to go if you are the higher ranking one. And he's the highest ranking one because Hicks in this is a grunt. And he's a private first class, I guess. So he gets, because you can see the 1 there, so he's able to control 1. And Ellen Ripley is a civilian. So Ellen Ripley's going to go first. Recycle 2 cards, 2 endurance cards, and draw 1. We're going to do that first. And you can notice everything is reset, as in their aim is exactly where it is, because instead of the new rules state that you do it all at the beginning of the turn instead of on whatever Marine's activation or whatever character's activation. You can see we have a lot of endurance cards in the exhaust pile, and we're very low on endurance, so we got to be really careful here. We have to rest, but we're not in any way, shape, or form able to rest because there's way too many xenomorphs, and they'll just seal their deal. So anyhow, Ellen Ripley, she is going to recycle 2 endurance cards. So the top 2 are going to go on the bottom of this. So that's 1, 2, and she picks up 1. If this isn't a hazard, we're in trouble. It is a weapon. It's a backup weapon. It's a combat knife. Whew! Now for Ellen Ripley's turn. She's not going to aim first because if she flubs on the first one, if she aims and she flubs on the attack rolls higher than a 7, then, you know, her turn is over, and we can't have that, especially because she's the powerhouse right now with the flamethrower. So first action is going to be shoot. And she is going to pick a spot that is 2 spaces away, so right here. And because of this space, it's going to hit this, and this, and this, because this is Jason. So all of these 3 will be hit except for this unfortunate xenomorph that's hanging off the wall. They're going to be surviving. So this swarm of 5 with the Brute. We'll start with that. Again, she has an aim of 7. So she needs 7 or under. And that is a 4. She definitely torched. And I mean torched. 7 actually goes to 6. She shot, so 2 of these cards were going to have to be exhausted. Now, we don't have to exhaust any more cards, remember, because of the flamethrower, the way we're playing it, just it jumps. This all counts as the same action. She continues to shoot. I've just rolled off camera, but now she hit a 9. And so this swarm of 5 for brute went down to 3, so we didn't eliminate this. But now, because of that, the flame, we have to do these. I'm going to do this on camera. So again, Ripley has got to be a 7 or less, and that's 5, so that takes out another Xeno right here. And now it's just that last one, so 7 or 2. Kaboom! So that was pretty good, but unfortunately for Ripley, the problem is that she didn't get all these brutes. That was with one action. She's going to shoot again for her second action. So to do that, we come over here to Ripley's card. The 6 goes to 5 because she was at 7, and then 6 for her second shot. Yes, so that is that. Now we have to exhaust 2 more cards. 1, 2. Now look, we are getting very low with this. This is bad. 7 or less for Ripley now. And got a 4, so that 3 goes to 2 for the brutes. Oh, got a 10. Missed. So that was their second shot. Because there's 3 of them, so that's 1 is going to survive so far. Yeah, only 1 survives. So this brute swarm is surviving. Wait till I get that out of the way. With 1, because Ripley has toasted them all except for 1. That's pretty good for Ripley. Next, it is on to Spunkmeyer's turn. So Spunkmeyer is thinking he's probably he's going to aim for. I don't know if he should do that because he could just miss. No, he's going to shoot. Just shoot. Straight up shoot. His aim is 6. But first, you got to draw an endurance card. Then you may recycle any number of cards from your hand. Endurance card. It's an event. We'll put it here with our many cards again. And oh, I may recycle stuff from my hand, but I'm not doing that. All right, so he's going to shoot. He's got an aim of 6 right now. So he's going to shoot at that brute. So we got to recycle 1 card first off. Or not recycle, we got to throw 1 in the exhaust pile. What am I doing? Okay, so he has to get a 6 or lower. He got a 1. Oh, he definitely took it out. That brute. I am happy and sad at the same time to see this last brute go, because I wanted to see the damage for if there was Hicks was defending or somebody, because you have to roll 2 dice and take the highest. That's really hard because he's a brute. But I'm happy because Ripley totally just, not Ripley, Spunkmeyer totally just destroyed the brute. And that was his first action. We do have to reduce his aim to 5 because he did shoot. That was 1 action. He's got full automatic, so he's probably just going to discard the 1 card, like so, because I did see that, and he is going to shoot at this xenomorph that is hanging from the roof or coming through the wall, and now he needs to get 5 or under. He's got a 10. That was the second he missed. So he heard noise in the dark corner, but he don't know what it is, and he just shot blindly. Last but not least, it's Hicks's turn to go. He is a grunt. So what he is going to do is, he knows there's something in the corner there, so he's just going to shoot, because he's got a little better sight than where Spunkmeyer does. So he's going to shoot, not going to aim. So 6, he's going to shoot there. I don't think Hicks has line of sight actually to hit that xenomorph, because he's shooting through Spunkmeyer. But if a corner can pass unimpeded through another corner, but obviously you can't do that there. So Hicks has to move first. So Hicks is going to move. He's going to go 1. I don't know if he should do that, because there's them xenomorphs that are coming. I don't think he has an option, to be honest. So he's just going to move out 1, 2. That's even better. And now he definitely has line of sight onto that xenomorph. So a second action, he's just going to shoot. And his aim is 6, so he is going to have to roll a 6 or lower. I gotta grab the dice. Here we go. 6 or lower for Hicks. Come on, Hicksy baby. You got a 4. Bam! Hicks just took out that xenomorph. Hicks goes to 5. And also, I would have had to have exhausted 1. I can't remember if we did it already. Oh well, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of, yeah, you know. And that is it for Hicks's turn, because he had to move, then he had to shoot. So they're pretty much sitting ducks, kind of, because you can see there's a shit ton of xenomorphs there, and there too as well. So anyhow, that ends all of the activations for the heroes. This is really bad. That is it for the turn of all of the characters, but I'm going to play some cards here. I've been saving because I think this is probably a prime time to play some cards here. So I'm going to have to pay the cost of 2 of this, and says set that character's aim dial, set a character's aim dial to that character's aim number. So I'm going to pay this with the cost of 2. It's these 2 cards. So we're getting rid of a motion tracker and combat knife. I'm just going to stick them. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. All right, so these here I have to, I think I just exhaust them. I just don't say anything about discard. And now I'm also going to choose another character. That character immediately takes an action, and it is going to be Spunkmeyer. I have to pay the cost of 2 again. I'm paying 2 flares. I just paused for a second. You can't tell that I paused, but I just looked up about when you're paying a cost on cards, just to make sure that you discard them or exhaust them. And it is that you do exhaust them in the exhaust pile. So I was doing it right by exhausting, not throwing them in the discard. So because of that, Spunkmeyer went back up to 6 for the aim, and he's going to be able to take 1 action. And that action he's going to shoot, obviously, and hopefully he hits something. Because if he hits, then he can do full auto, and maybe he can start taking out some more xenomorphs here. Hopefully. So we're going to try that out anyhow, just to see, because I think we're getting very close to the end of this. So you can see Spunkmeyer is there. He's going to shoot at this swarm of 5. That's 3. Swarm of 3. And now he needs a 6 or better to hit. And he's got a 4. So he hit that swarm of 3, but I have to exhaust 1 card. And he was going to exhaust another one for a full automatic. And now that 6 for Spunkmeyer goes to 5. Remember, he hit 1 of 3. That's a 7. He missed. So that was a valiant effort, Spunkmeyer. Very valiant effort indeed on Spunkmeyer's part, but unfortunately it did not work. So what we had to do is drop his aim dial down to 5. He was 6, he shot, he hit something, so he dropped it to 5. He shot again, he got a 7, so he failed, so it goes down to 4 regardless of that. And he already paid the cost of the 1 card for the automatic. Now, it is on to the aliens phase. I'm going to be back after move all the aliens and cry a little bit off camera. Alrighty, that's all of the aliens moved, the xenomorphs. And you can see there's one low one, but pretty much every one of them get in somehow. Well, this guy's over here. This swarm, I should say, which don't have range. But I just fit in there to make it look like it was really cool. So anyhow, the aliens are going to attack. Now the thing is there going to be no recovery fire going on here because they're maybe 4 spaces away. But there's no way they're going to have any kind of line of sight for doing recovery. So we are just going to have to get them to shoot all their own recovery fire. And then I'll be back. The only ones that could do recovery fire is going to be Spunkmeyer and Hicks. But they can only do it to themselves, like I said. And you can see the alien swarm has kind of, the junction has kind of changed a little bit. There's not there anymore. And the reason why is because they all get to move 6. And attack, but they all don't move together. One's going to move in, sight's going to attack, and then the other one's going to pile in. So I kind of did all that. You can see this is all just, this is where everybody's supposed to be. You can see here, Hicks did succeed and get rid of that lone one, so now there's a swarm of 4 right there that jumped up in front of him. And with Spunkmeyer get rid of 1, but unfortunately there's other ones there. And again, this is just horrible, horrible stuff, and it's still the xenomorphs. So we are going to do first, this large swarm is going to be attacking Spunkmeyer. Spunkmeyer got a really good defense, like I said, of 6. So he's got to try to avoid, but this is a swarm of 2 or 3. What is it again? 2. So he's going to have to go from 6, 5, 4. So he's got to get 4 or under. And he's got a 5. So he did not move. So he is downed. So because he is downed, on the next activation of that alien, then he would be able to grab it. But the thing is, there's another alien beside, so he is captured. Like so. Goodbye. The reason why I say he's down, because he can still do a defensive roll. I should have just did the defensive roll, but it was an 8. And his defense is 6 for the single one, and so he would have been captured regardless. But that's in the new rules. Characters that are down can still do a defensive, not defensive fire, a defense roll. You can see there's only the 2 characters left, and it is suiting, really, it's Ripley and Hicks. Really cool. It's very thematic. We do have to do the defense rolls for both Ripley and Hicks. Let's try Ripley first. So Ripley got to defend against swarm of 2 xenomorphs. So her defense is 6, so because they're on the 4. So she's got to get a 4 or under. But if she rolls a 2 or under, she killed 2 as well. 4 or under, she got a 5. So unfortunately, she is down. Goodbye, Ripley. Wait. I'm going to play a card. It is reroll a failed defense roll. Bing, bing, bing. It's a cost of 1. So I'm just throwing it all in. I'm getting rid of that helmet. Like that. So cost of 1. Reroll defense roll. Here we go. Come on, Ripley. You can do this. You can do this, Ripley. No, she got a 10. That's even bad, because that means that Ripley not only, she didn't get captured though, she just get killed. It's on to Hicks now. This xenomorphs, they already went, they activated, the other one went, so now it's this swarm of 4 for Hicks. Hicks's defense is 4, so he can't really defend that, but I'm just gonna see if he they're gonna roll it. If he got 2 or 1, he's gonna kill. He's got a 4! Ah! That means it is down, just like so. And what would happen onto this now, because Hicks is down, all aliens would have been activated. Then on the next turn, then Hicks would be able to stand. But the thing is other xenomorphs that are in here, well, they couldn't maybe move this way. So I'm just going to call it, because I think it is good. Hicks was the last player to get eliminated into this game. We lost this bug simulation game. That, Board Game Maniacs, was one wild ride. A really, really good campaign of playing this Aliens, Another Glourious Day in the Core, BugHunt simulation. And Aliens, Another Glourious Day in the Core was made by none other than Gale Force 9. Go check him out on the website. I'm going to have a link into it. And I think to close this all off, I'm just going to do one more video into this series where I just sit down and have a little discussion, a little talk about, with the new rule set and everything. So look forward to that into the next video, because that will be it for this campaign of Aliens, Another Glourious Day in the Core. This is crazy. I can't believe we're actually finished. I gotta see how many turns. I think it's maybe 18 turns in total, or 19 turns for this overwhelmingly fun game of, again, just fighting the aliens. It's awesome. But anyhow, look for that video next one. Be a maniac. I will see you in the next video, and the flip side, and comment below. And I want you to let me know what you really thought about this little scenario. Because I'd be interested to hear, because then that will bring some more conversations up into the next video too as well, if there's any. So thank you very much. We'll see you in the flip side. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Be a maniac. Woo! Hold on. Before we completely finish this, I'm probably going to get a question, and I'm probably going to totally forget to answer this in the sit down and talk video about this. But the question is going to be probably, I'd be really interested in this, and that is, how close were you to surviving this simulation? And I have to show you something over here. You can see here that this is the amount of cards that I had left in this BugHunt simulation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 motion tracker cards, and once I lay down the last motion tracker card, which would have been this one, then if I had one character alive, we would have won. It would have been a very poor win, but we still would have survived. At least one Marine or civilian like Ripley. Again, it would have been very iconic if Ripley did survive. That is just absolutely nuts. But I just wanted to point that out in case anybody was asking. So remember, comment below, let me know what you thought about this campaign that we did, and I'm going to be into one more video talking about it and talking about the rules and everything else and so on and so forth. So look forward to that into the next Derby on Saturday video. Until then, Board Game Maniacs, be a maniac, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.